Alright guys, hey, this is Anish Gaming. So, those of you, the handful of you that watched my earlier Battle Brothers videos that I pulled those because the resolution was messed up, but believe I have fixed it. So I'm going to do a couple of different videos because the first couple were kind of tutorialized, but if you've already seen those, then I would skip the first couple that I'm going to redo because I'm going to redo them and I'm still going to tutorialize everything and explain everything. But with that being said, let's jump into a new campaign. We're going to do a new company. After years of bloodying your sword for meager pay, you've saved enough crowns to start your very own mercenary company. With you are 3 experienced mercenaries with whom you've fought side by side in the shield wall before. We are going to be Death's Own. And that one. I like this one. So, you name your company, you pick a standard. You have a late game crisis, which I leave as random. But it can be war, which is a war between 2 noble houses. A Wa, an army of undead, and I leave permanent destruction turned on so that if a settlement is attacked, it can be destroyed permanently. I'm just going to leave the map seed random. I'm going to go into veteran. I'm going to leave my starting funds high, go Iron Man, and we will begin. I've never fought orcs and won in this yet, by the way. Like that orc you're looking at right here, the loading screen guy, will tear you to pieces, or he did me. I didn't know that. Trees can be hidden in combat by using the T key. That's actually a bit of information that I'm glad I know. Come on, game. Hurry up. Waiting on you. Doo-doo. You soak in the cool morning air as the sun slowly rises, so does a new chapter in your life begin. After years of bloodying your sword for meager pay, you've saved enough crowns to start your very own mercenary company. With you are Raymond, Leinhard, and Corey, with whom you've fought before side by side in the shield wall. You are their commander now, the leader of the Death Zone. As you travel the lands, you should hire new men in the villages and cities to fill your ranks. Many who offer their services will have never picked up a weapon before. Maybe they are desperate, maybe they are greedy for the quick spoils of war. Most of them will die on the battlefield. But do not be discouraged. Such is the mercenary life, and the next village will always have new men eagerly looking for a new start in life. The lands are dangerous these times. Robbers and pillagers lay in ambush by the roads, wild beasts roam the dark forests, and orc tribes are restless beyond the boundaries of civilization. There are rumors even of dark magic being at work, the dead rising from their graves and walking again. There is plenty of opportunity to earn good money, whether by taking on contracts you can find in the villages and cities all over the land, or by venturing out on your own to explore and raid. Your men look to you to give a command. They live and die for the Death Zone now. Alright. Okay, so the first thing that I recommend you doing is taking stock of what's around. This doesn't look like a bad map. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you, you normally start next to a city. You see how there are 2 relations. One that looks like the sigil for that kingdom, and one that's just a brownish gray. The sigil is the nobility. Until mid to late game, until you've built up some renown, you can't actually work for the nobility. So, like, going up here, might be good to sell things or buy things, but I will not be able to take a contract there. So early on, you're looking for places that have that icon if it's a city, and villages. If it's a village, you can always get a job there. If they have jobs. They won't always have jobs. But it's not a bad spread. Hit here, hit here, hit here, hit here. I got a decent loot. So, let's look at a couple of things real quick. So, on a person, you're going to have their head armor, their body armor, the number of hit points they have, their action points, their fatigue or stamina in combat, their morale, their resolve, which directly affects morale, initiative, melee skill, ranged skill, melee defense, ranged defense, damage output, damage effectiveness to armor, chance to hit head, line of sight. Your armor directly affects your fatigue. That's how it doesn't make it cost more, it makes you have less fatigue. These stars that you see, every time you level up, it rolls dice. And you can increase many of these stats when you level up. It might be, he might level up and this might be a +1, this might be a +2 if I pick it, because you pick 3. The ones that have stars typically can be increased more when they level up. You'll also have the different traits they have in their morale. All 3 of these guys are going to have the background companion. Their weapon skills, other than if you pick a weapon mastery, really it doesn't matter what weapon you give a person beyond their skills. They'll always get the special attacks and things that come with those weapons. And then there are perks that can also enhance that. But up until you get here, there's really no need to specialize. You give people whatever weapons suit your needs, and you'll be okay. Now we will go to Königswasser. Let's get there quickly. It's a harbor town. So there are several different things you can do here. These guys will heal injuries. This guy can let you change everybody's appearance. Tavern lets you get rumors and pay to possibly increase morale. This will take you to other seafaring cities, marketplace, and recruits. We are going to recruit a couple of people. Now, I typically look for people under 200 gold, which looks like there are plenty of those available. So, how much you pay per day, their initial amount to sign them on. Everyone has a hidden trait. If you pay the tryout cost, you can discover that hidden trait, and then they all have a background. The background affects their starting stats. Now, that's not necessarily the end-all be-all, because I've seen people, I've had a beggar before, and it was like, beggars, they're in poor health, and he didn't have much hit points, but he had the highest weapon skill of my entire group. But it is a good hard fast rule when you look at them to see what their background is. But today I'm going to hire a mason. I am going to hire a beggar. I am going to hire a day tailor, which is a guy who does odd jobs. And I'm going to hire the monk. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Axe, spear. I think that's about the best I can do. So, who's got the highest fighting skill? The day tailor. Alright, you get a shield, an axe, the best armor, and the helmet. We're going to swap your helmet. We're going to give you a helmet. Then who's best after that? They're all the same, so who's got the highest health? You, my mason, you're up. You get an axe, that. Then you get spear, shield, 20, and a farm hat. And the beggar, buddy, you just kind of try not to die, okay? Thanks. This is your money. You see how much you can pay per day and how many days your money will last right now. Food, same thing for food, how long it'll last. Tools, this is what you use to repair things. And it tells you how long it'll take and how many tools it'll take to repair to full. Ammo and medical supplies, which is what you heal injuries with. And actually, I'm going to buy some food. I'm going to buy that too for the monk. Or the beggar, I mean. And We'll get that for the beggar. We'll give him a dagger, a shiv. Number of skulls typically denotes difficulty and the amount you're going to get paid. So if you grab a 1 skull mission and they're like, we're going to pay you 1,000 gold, it shouldn't be a 1 skull mission. Ryman of Königswasser's men are standing around a bit of cargo. Their employer shoos them away when he sees you. Welcome, welcome, good seeing you. I'm in need of armed guards to have this here package delivered to a man by the name of Robert the Merchant in Suderstadt. I reckon it's about a day of travel for a company as yours. How interested would you be in doing that for me? Let's talk money. Now, when you go here, you can push for, more money or being paid in advance once. So, like, he told me no, but even if he told me yes, if you push a second time, there's a chance, and seems to be a pretty good chance, that they'll go, nah, it's off the table, I'll find someone else, and you lose out on the mission completely. But you can always push for one once. Now, you can't push for both once. Like, if I tried to do payment in advance now, he may pull it as well. I accept. Where is Suderstadt? Well, damn, where is Suderstadt? Oh, there it is. Okay. And now, there is also a decent chance that you'll get ambushed on the road as well. The harder the mission, the more likely you are to get ambushed on the road, the more you're getting paid for delivery. Now, I've also done 700 gold deliveries and never been ambushed. And I've done 200 gold deliveries and been ambushed 5 times. That was actually the first video that I pulled because the resolution was bad. I got ambushed like 4 times for 200 gold. And it's like, guys, just take the package and leave me be. It's not that important. We're almost there. Almost there. After some looking, a man asks who you're looking for. When you say Robert, he points you out toward a nearby paddock where a man is strutting about on a rather opulent-looking horse. You walk on over, and the man rears the steed and asks if that's the cargo Raymond of Königswasser sent. You nod. Leave it there at your feet. I'll come and get it. You don't, instead asking about your pay. The man sighs and whistles to a bodyguard who hurries over. See to it that this sellsword gets paid what he deserves. Finally, you put the crate on the ground and make your leave. Let's see what else is here. Ooh. And different towns will have different stuff, and they may not have anything. This town has an armorer. And wow, the armor has quite the markup. Yeah, about a 50% markup, give or take. Sorry, I have to reposition my ass. My foot hurt. Contextually, that didn't make any sense. I have gout, and I was sitting on my foot, and my foot started to scream, so I needed to move. We'll look at the 1 star. Robert the Merchant's reading one of many scrolls. He angrily tosses it onto a pile of others. The people of Suderstadt are rightfully furious. Do you know a brigand, possibly in league with other vagabonds, managed to steal my rare coin collection from us? That artifact is of immeasurable value to me. And to the people, of course. You shrug. And you want me to get it back for you? He points a finger. Precisely, smart sellsword. That is exactly what I want you to do. Follow the trail of the thievery and return to me the item which I, the town, rightfully owns. What's it worth to you? We need more. I accept. 370 is probably going to be a tough mission from what we've got. But we either win or suddenly I don't have as many mouths to feed. I know that's kind of a metal way of looking at it, but, people really do die in this game. Okay. So, periodically you're going to have goals that increase your renown. I find forging a bond of friendship to be much easier than getting back to a dozen men. After we go into the first real fight, you'll see why I find it hard to get a dozen men. We're going to forge a bond of friendship. Usually 2 or 3 missions for a town, and they're friendly with you. And then you're on to the next one. Oh, it's just brigand thugs. Okay, we can take that. That's not too bad. But you've also got to think about this in a business-like way. So, let's say I win this fight, but everybody gets hurt, and everybody's armor and weapons get damaged. I've got to buy eventually I'm going to run out of tools and medical supplies that I've got to buy. Plus, if somebody gets injured, that could be several days before they get fixed, which means the cost may outweigh what I make. That's why you want to try to walk over as many fights as you can. We're gonna step you back for now, Mr. Beggar. So, you can end their turn, or you can put them in the bottom of the initiative, which is what I do with the archer, because these guys will then move. I'm going to pass with everybody else, because I don't think they can make it to me in one move. Yeah. And the reason that I let them come to me is because if I come to them, if I run over here to them, they move and hit me instead of me moving and hitting them. It costs them a turn to make this happen. You guys need to hit. You guys really need to hit. Like that. That's the kind of hits we need. I need you to brutalize these people. That guy has the power to one-shot. Now we'll move you on around. I spear-walled with him, which means if somebody moves in here, he'll try to hit them and drive them back. There we go. There we go. That's the kind of blow that I needed. That was not the kind of blow that I needed. You know what? Actually, the reason I like axes is you can break people's shields with them. This is gonna suck. Stop hitting me. You have an attack with a dagger that has a lot lower chance to hit, but it ignores armor, and I just happened to hit him with it. Okay. Another one down. Yeah, that's about what I expected to happen. He's running now. If that flag is fully up, that means they're going to try to flee. No more shield for you. Yeah, it looks like they're pretty much in a full rout. And the reason that I try to move as many people around them as I can when they're fleeing, when he tries to run, everyone's going to take a swing at him. If any of them hits him, he doesn't move. Like that. And that. He did not die. He got a broken elbow joint. Ugh. Buddy, you might get retired. Or die. We collected the rare coin collection. Did anyone level up? No. But you see, 3 days, 2 days, 1 day, 3 to 6 days. You know, when A week would cost me more than I've made here, which means now I'm going to look for a delivery mission and hope for the best. That's what's going to happen here. When you enter Robert the Merchant's room, there are a host of guards surrounding him. For a second, you think you've stumbled upon a coup. But the men clear out, leaving behind dice and cards. Robert the Merchant waves you in. Come. I just lost a good deal of crowns, sellsword. Perhaps you've brought something to help ease my pain. You take out the rare coin collection and hold it in your hand. Rather gingerly, the man takes it. Good. Very good. Your pay, of course, is here. He hands over a satchel of crowns before turning around in his chair. He seems too consumed by the artifact to say anything else. Alright guys, I think we're going to cut it here so that I can verify the recording before I put a huge amount of time into it. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you like what you see. Also, please comment. I love feedback. All feedback is good feedback as far as I'm concerned, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening.